During the Second World War, Germany were no strangers to small boats. Their torpedo boats were some of the best and fastest craft for undertaking hit-and-run missions against the Allies. But there was another type of boat which is often overlooked. Meet the Leinzer motorboat. This interesting small craft had no weapons. Rather, it was filled with explosives and driven towards a target. As it got closer, the sole occupant of the vessel would jump out, leaving a follow-up boat to pick him up. Crew on this boat would use a remote control to steer the Leinzer until it hit its target. In today's video, we look at the German exploding fast boats of World War II. If you enjoy this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. It's free and really helps the channel reach more history lovers like you. In a previous video we discussed the German one-man submarines. These were operated by the Kaiserband Command, but they didn't just use subs. Explosive speedboats by this command were also integrated into their arsenal. These vessels were small at 5.75 metres or 18.5 feet in length, but what it lacked in size it more than made up for in speed. It featured a 3.6 litre V8 engine, with two propellers pushing the boat up to a maximum speed of 31 knots. It was also incredibly manoeuvrable, having the ability to change direction on the spot. The main weapon would be its 480 kilogram or 1,000 pound explosive charge. This was divided up into 4 metal containers and stored in the stern of the boat. A metal frame ran around the bow with a spring attached. With 80 kilograms or 175 pounds of pressure on the frame, the spring activated a timer to detonate the explosives. When the boat collided with its target, the bow would be destroyed from the ramming impact and trigger the timer. The heavy stern would then sink down under the water and the target itself. As the timer ticked down, the underwater explosion would then rip a hole in the hull of the target and sink it. The main interest in this fast explosive boat is the way in which this actually carried out. The single crew member would essentially aim the boat at the target and jump out. The command vessel would then take over, which had a crew member who used an ultra-short-wave transmitter to steer the boat if it ran off course. This incredibly innovative joystick style of control was somewhat similar to that used by the Goliath remote mine. Generally, these boats would work in pairs, with the command boat having a driver and 2 crew to remotely operate each boat. As far as operations go, these fast boats were mass-produced throughout 1944 and would see deployment in the same year. A number of them would coordinate attacks towards Allied shipping off the Normandy coast, but these boats overall saw very limited success. For the most part, even though they were fast, most warships were more than capable of defending against this type of assault. The submarines used by the same command were far more successful. This was likely due to their more stealthily approach. Still, with the ingenious remote control technology and use of high explosives, it's an interesting part of the history of World War II. Had you heard of these boats prior to this video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to expand your knowledge and join the growing Premier History community.